I say, here at Kajun Reseller, you give me an offer and I'll take it.
I say, this is Johnny's place, where you can have it for no problem. I got the dollars.
Fixed income, no credit, bad credit. Here at Kajun Roots Reseller, that's no problem.
Let them have it.
I've got my dollars and I sit in my best offer.
We say yes. See the special man. The easiest man on YouTube.
You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let them have it with no problem. Hello, everyone, and good morning on this TGIF. How's everybody doing this morning? First in the chat today is Mile High Hustler. Hello, good morning, and welcome. How are y'all doing today on the first day of a good weekend coming up? Yenzer Picker, hello, Mike. How are you doing? Hello, and welcome, Mr. Tom Cruise. Joyce, hello, good morning, and welcome to you as well. Lucky Charms Wendy, hello, good morning, and welcome. Hope everybody's having a good start to the day and the weekend. Hello, Roy, Horizon Picks, and yes, we are on Facebook side as well. I do that every morning, and then everybody else is saying hello and good morning and welcome. So without further ado, let's give a good, big, warm welcome to our guests. It's another couple. You may or may not know who they are, but you get to know who they are today. They've been on the show before, but this time I got both of them at the same time. So let's give a warm welcome to Miss Debbie and Mr. Max. Debbie and Max go thrifting. Hello. Oh, y'all changed on me. I'm watching the bottom of the video, and it's like, wait a minute, what's going on there? So hello, how are y'all doing this morning?
I'm reading the chat because he doesn't pay attention to it, and then he's over there, so yeah.
That's okay. Hello, Avery's all in. Hello, good morning, and welcome. So while we have people coming in and a little bit here trickling in, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody a little about yourself, your channel, and where you either resell, or anywhere you go in sourcing as far as for your reselling.
Well, you can start.
Well, let's see where we sell right now. We have 2 booths and 2 jewelry cases at an antique mall. And then we do 2 live auctions a week, one on Wednesday with Johnny on Hump Day, and then a late night on Friday night from 10 to midnight on our own YouTube channel, Debbie Max Go Thrifting. And then we also have some listings on eBay, but we haven't really done too much to that.
Yeah, that's something we're planning to just get started back into. We've kind of taken a step back for a little while from eBay, and as I wind down and work and my real job and going into my other real job, which is working with my sweetheart.
Yeah, he's retiring December 31st, and he will join me doing this full time, and we want to get back to doing more eBay. It just hasn't been possible to keep everything going with him working a full-time job. Right.
And your favorite way of saying someone's name is in the chat, so I'm going to let you do the honors.
Good morning, Perlini, me.
You know we have to have it. I love it. So what got y'all started into reselling, and how long y'all been doing it?
Well, you
I started
before I
in
did.
1998. I was a single parent, and one job wasn't cutting it. So I heard of this thing called eBay, and I started doing it then to make some extra money. Was very successful at it at the time because not many people knew of it or were doing it. I was just thinking yesterday, I worked at 8 to 5, and my biggest thing then was if I sold something, I had to get it to the post office. Well, I worked in downtown Baton Rouge, and I only had two choices. One was in the Capitol building, and that post office is literally the size of a broom closet.
Yep.
And there's one guy, and he takes 3 years if you go in to take a package to him. Or I had the main post office downtown, which you had to find parking, circle, go in, and then you had 30 people in line. So I always tried to go on my lunch hour, and I was always late back from lunch, which was not, cover for me. But then I met Max in 1999, and
she introduced me to eBay, and I was just amazed at some of the. She said, "Well, this is some of the stuff I sell." And when she pulled out used McDonald's bags and said, "Yeah, these sell great." Back then, that's something that sold on eBay, and I was just like, "Well, you can sell anything on eBay." And so that got me to try. I started going through all my collections of stuff I picked up over the years and selling stuff, and it was just amazing the amount of money I was getting for some of the stuff I was selling. And so that got me started, and we just kind of went on from there.
Yeah, and then eventually he got laid off.
I was working for Computerland. If anybody ever remembers Computerland from back in the day, and I was working for one of the original founders of Computerland, and been working for a couple of years, and then we had a disagreement on the way things were being run. So we reached a mutual agreement that I should no longer work for them. We'll put it that way.
And I was making more selling on eBay than I was working for the state of Louisiana.
Yeah.
So we both decided to give it a go full time, and we actually opened a storefront
Yeah.
where we sold the stuff that because I was buying wholesale and new stuff. So we sold the new stuff and also ran the eBay business out of the storefront. So we did that for 2.5 years.
Yep. Up until the
strip mall.
Strip mall, we had a 2-day notice that the strip mall was going to be torn down. They're tearing it down and going to build a Walmart there. And
no, it was Bass Pro.
Oh, was it Bass? No, Bass Pro was across the highway.
Oh, they're building something.
They're building a wall. They're going to tear down the strip mall we're in and build a Walmart. And we had 2 days to pack we had, how big was that area? About probably 40 by 30 area booth,
Yeah.
And it was packed. I mean, and we got a couple of friends to come and help us. We rented a truck and loaded everything out of there and moved out.
Yeah, I remember the Computerland in Houma. They, as far as I know, the last time I remember when I was there, they still had one in Houma. Bima says, I used to sell computer parts to some of the Computerlands.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jennifer, hello, welcome.
But yeah, then then after that we were kind of Max is retired from the Marine Corps 20 years, and he had benefits, but at that point I was going on no benefits at all, and we were trying to find another place to open our store. Things were just crazy, so actually one of the couples that we were in the mall with, one was an RN and one managed a funeral home, and he offered me a job as an office manager at the funeral home, so I would have health benefits. And so I went to work at the funeral home, and we still the whole time we're doing eBay. And I think you didn't work, did you? You stayed home?
I was working up until while you were working at the funeral home. In fact, it was after it was about 8 months before Katrina is when we hit the disagreement at the place I was at, Peterland.
Yeah.
And then I left there.
Well, then you started the place you're working now, but you were doing it.
I was doing it remotely.
Independent contractor.
Independent contractor, yeah. I was independent contractor.
So I'm going to ask you the next question because I remember watching some of your videos from when you first started. When was the very first eBay rally that you've ever gone to? And then from there, how many have you gone to since?
The one in New Orleans.
We went to New Orleans in 2001, maybe?
1 or 2. I forget which year it was. Back then, it wasn't called the eBay Open. It was called
eBay Live or something like that.
No, it was eBay University.
Yeah.
eBay University was called back then.
Yeah.
And there was couldn't have been more than 100 of us.
Yeah. Did you go to that one, Johnny, or did you know about that one?
I wasn't on eBay till 2 years ago.
Yeah.
No, I used to buy, but I never sold.
Yeah, we went, and then we went again in 2017.
Out to Las Vegas.
Yeah, that one was Las Vegas, and we drove cross country out there. We love to travel. And that's part of why our name is Debbie Mexico Thrifting. We have been in 41 states. Our goal is to hit 50 before we're too old to travel. But yeah, we drive, usually we're gone for a minimum of a month at a time. After Max retires this year, we hope to start going 6-week trips, and we thrift the whole way. But yeah, we've got some, I don't know, that's what you should add to our intro and extra, some of the pictures we have of the van. We've got a big, huge van, and
some of the pictures I have when it's just packed.
Yeah, Max will, we'll go in and buy like a whole shopping cart full, and he's going, can't get that in the van. We can't get that in the van. I'm like, we'll find a way. And he's like cubby hole and stuff,
Yeah, and you realize how big our van is. When I say it can't get in the van, that's how much stuff we're hauling in it.
Yeah, we've got what is it? He always gets mad because I say it wrong.
It's a Ram Pro Master, one of those tall vans.
Yeah, you can stand up in it. It's 6 feet tall on the inside, and so yeah, it's huge. But yeah, I can feel it real easy.
Well, I know in your intro you did have some like pictures of when y'all were traveling.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago has it been that y'all were able to start doing that kind of traveling? And
we haven't gone anywhere since 2019 because of COVID. We had planned a trip actually in
May of 2020.
2020, we were going to go back to the West Coast. We have some good friends out there, the Idaho Hillbillies. They have a YouTube channel, and they do a whole different type of reselling than we do. They do what they call rusty gold. Mm-hmm. And we were going to go. They've got, I don't know, a big piece of property. They're homesteading. And we were going to take, we had them looking out for a trailer for us, and we were going to go out there and literally stay the summer with them. And because there was some really good picking and thrifting around there.
It's because when you go to different places in the country, you find things that you don't find in your home area. And even though where you're finding them at you get these dime a dozen.
I know that's amazing to me.
You come back home and they're worth a lot of money.
It's never failed. Wherever we've been, I'll go to Max. I go, look, I've never seen one of these, at a thrift store or whatever. And there's like 3. I'm like, this is just bizarre, and they're cheap. So yeah, that's one reason we love to travel too, because I can bring them home and pop them on eBay and sell them for great money that I don't ever see them here in my town.
Right. Carol says she loves the shirt. Chuck says, I love Idaho hillbillies.
Yeah. Kevin and Kitty are.
This is actually an Idaho hillbilly shirt, but it's faded. The writing is faded across it.
Wow.
Yeah, they it's it's funny. You I don't know, people who don't do eBay and don't do YouTube and don't resell like we do, they don't understand when we say our friends. We've never met these people, half of them we've never talked to. They're not aware we exist. But if we watch the shows regularly on YouTube, they're our friends. That's what we call them. But you're talking to somebody and you go, oh, my friend, my poor friend, she's not feeling well or whatever. And they're like, oh, and and then like, wait a minute, you've never even met them. They don't know who you are. And I'm like, well, yeah, but I still, I'm thinking about them and, praying for them and stuff. And they're like, okay. Right. But
Roy from Horizon Picks has a question. What do you like to sell besides jewelry?
Actually, Roy, Philip, my son, Max would never think I'd say this, but I'm kind of getting tired of jewelry. I don't know. It just,
yeah, once we get through that 50-pound bucket of jewelry,
I know. No, I do love jewelry. I love glass, but the problem with glass is beautiful glass. I don't want to get rid of it. I don't have any place to put it. I don't have any like shelves in my house that like sun would shine through it or anything like that. But I love like Blinko and Fenton and things like that. Yeah, and when we first started out, it was a big thing for people to have a niche. I sell this, and I would say I sell everything, and they would go, well, you can't sell everything. And I will, yeah, if I find something for $2, I know I can sell it for 10. I don't care if it's a car part, I'm gonna sell it. Exactly. And they really couldn't get over that. Well, now everybody's doing it pretty much. I think if you get to be an avid reseller, some people still do the niche thing. And mine, like you say, is probably, if I'm looking at something and I feel comfortable buying it, it's probably jewelry. But if I see something for $2 and I think, I think, I could probably do something with this, I'll pick it up for $2 and give it a chance,
Right.
I have a friend who is a single mother and she works for Real Rent Off and she owns a local thrift store. And if I put something in my antique booth and 6 months later it's still sitting there, or if I pick up something, I'll take it out to her and she's happy to get it, and it helps her. So I'm glad to do that. We've got, I don't know, 3 or 4 boxes right now packed up and ready to take out to her.
Awesome.
So, but no, I love to, and we love anything that we don't know what it is that's coming home with us.
Right.
It just got to.
So while y'all been out on vacation and traveling, what is the best item that you ever found and being able to flip it?
We haven't. I know exactly what I'm going to say, and it's downstairs in the basement, and we haven't flipped it yet because of that one.
Trying to think of which item that would be. What is it?
Those cards we picked up in your dock.
Good gracious!
Yeah, you want to tell it?
The figurines you're talking about?
Whatever those things are.
Yeah. Well, I got.
Well, do you want to tell him how we wound up with them?
We were at a thrift store.
The one out in Utah. What's that thing called?
Called
Desiree.
Desiree. Yeah, it was Desiree thrift store.
Fabulous thrift store. It's run by the Mormons.
And we're going through, and she was looking at stuff, and I was looking at other stuff here, and she saw somebody intently looking at this. There's an end cap on a row of shelves, and all it was bags and bags and bags of something. And somebody was intently going through them, and she walked up there and started looking at it and trying to figure out what it was, and talked to the man the guy was looking at it, and also waved me over and got over there and looking at it. And I looked at it and I went, I've heard of these. I've never seen them. And there was this one offshoot of role-playing game that had these figures and they were plastic, but they were around for about 2 years, and then they went away. And this was like almost every one they ever made for this. And depending on which one it was, they had values of between about $4 or $5 up to $400 or $500 a piece.
Wow.
And we got
the guy,
them.
it was a young guy,
Yeah.
and he was very, very, very nice. He didn't have to tell us anything, but I asked him, I said, what are these? And he explained it.
Yeah.
And he said, I've already been in here one time today when they first put them out. And he said, I bought like 4 bags. And he said, I went home and I thought about it, and I thought I need to go back and get some more or I'm going to regret it. So I said, oh, okay. I said, that's fine. I said, I'm always, I said, I'm a reseller. And I said, I'm always looking to learn things or whatever. And I said, I'd never seen these, didn't know what they were. And I said, I hope you do well with them or whatever. He said, oh, I'm not going to take some. I'm just going to take like another 4 bags. Well, there was
40 or 50 bags.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There's still 40 or 50
and
bags.
I
there.
said, well, after you get what you want, do you mind if I take some? And he said, no, of course not. He said, I don't have the money to get, more than this. He, like I said, he was really young. And I said, well, go ahead, and then he went to he showed us like how they have like different star marks and this mark, and he told you how to tell which ones were valuable. He told us all. He was a very nice kid. And so I said, well, pick out the ones you want, and he did. And then I started going through looking at the marks he had shown me, and I was putting them in the buggy, and I kept finding these marks on just about like every figure in all the bags. And I finally looked at Max and I said, get them, just get them all. So we got every single one on the end.
We got all but one bag, because one bag had a whole bunch of broken ones in it. And so we didn't take that bag, but we took every other bag.
So we filled our buggy up, and guess where they're sitting?
I got to inventory them, and that's going to take some time and sort them all out into what's what, and put them into lots.
2019.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
When I retire, that's going to be one of my first things.
Project.
No, I keep telling him. The guy said there's probably way over $2,000 worth of stuff here, and I don't know, what were they, $6.99 a bag or something?
$6. I think we got it for, but it was on. I think
we had a coupon. That's one of those things.
And we got 20% off, so we only buy something each for each bag.
And every time we're broke, I just go, there's money sitting downstairs.
Well, there's money sitting everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
That 50-pound bucket of jewelry.
Well, that's not as good as these figures.
Yeah.
So you and I, we were talking about it before the show. Talk a little bit about that 50-pound bucket of jewelry.
Oh, God. Well, and it's like Max working full time. Max literally, he gets up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and especially since COVID, his company has been so busy. He literally, his time is 8 o'clock in the morning to 7 o'clock at night. That's the hours he's supposed to be there. He works from home, thankfully. His company is based in Indiana. But before COVID, we had time to like take a break and have lunch together, and if I had something that I wanted him to look at or answer a question about or whatever, he had the time to do it. Well, when COVID hit, his business was one of the ones that just went crazy busy. And Max was not going to retire until he was 70. He loved his job, making good money. We got benefits and all that. And last year, I saw what it was doing to him, and he felt what it was doing to him. And he said, in fact, he was almost going to retire last year. He turned 65 last year, and he contemplated retiring. But I don't turn 65 until November, and I would have had the military insurance, but I wouldn't have had, Medicare. So we talked about it and thought about it, and we decided to wait till I get on Medicare and have TRICARE as a backup plan. So I said, but I really, there was several times between now and then that I have said to him, quit, just quit now.
It was, I mean, I'd start at around 8-ish, 9-ish in the morning, and I'd be done by 4 in the afternoon. But when COVID hit, see, we provide remote services for DMVs. People can do things that you don't have to actually do it in person.
Right.
And we got so busy that I started at 7 in the morning, and sometimes I'd be still working 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night.
Wow.
And it just wears on you.
Yeah.
And it's not letting up. Even now things are getting better. It's just,
well, the
I
thing
can't
that
describe all the stuff that's going on. But
what people realized, they did all the machinery and stuff for walk-in DMVs. Well, they also had walk-up kiosks in grocery stores and malls and all this kind of stuff where there was no human interaction required.
Yeah.
So for like 6 months, nobody could get like their license, their title transfers, any of that, because they were all closed down. So then everybody and their mother wanted these kiosks, so that they wouldn't, lose the business, and everybody wouldn't have things expiring and stuff. So Max had to, coordinate all that or whatever. And then of course,
well, on top of just the kiosks, we also have a thing that's called a self-service office, which provides everything, an entire DMV office, but it's just nobody there. You don't have to interact. It's all a self-service office.
That's what banks are going to.
And we had 2 of those before COVID, and now I can't even count the number of those that we've had to set up for places all across the country. I mean, it's getting close to probably, I think, 100 of them now that we have set up.
Wow.
And it's just major work doing this.
But yeah, I mean, I could definitely tell the difference. And he was just, Max is the most laid back human being you will ever meet in your life. And I could see what it was doing to him. And I'm like, no. If you want to quit, go ahead. We'll find a way to, get through this or whatever. Because he was just, it's just not like Max. And Max, if Max raises his voice, I always say it's the Marine coming out in him, because he doesn't, really doesn't. But I would be in another room and I would hear him starting to get loud, and I would come in and I would say, do you need to be that loud? Because sometimes he would lose it with people, and sometimes he would tone it down, and sometimes he would say, no, they need for me to be this loud.
Right. Horizon, I just want to go back to Horizon's comment when you were talking about those toys. He said with those toys, get started with a list of few, put them aside, and then a little at a time. That way you can start moving them a little bit at a time as they sell. That way you won't have them all at one time.
The thing is sorting. I mean, well, it's just,
we're both
time.
OCD, unfortunately. And if Max was sorting them, that would be everywhere. He would have them all out of their little bags, and he would, like I say, they have a little code thing on them. He would have them all lined up, and they're, we're the people that alphabetize their spices on the spice cabinet. I mean,
yeah, he makes a good point too. Again, right there, he says employees will add on time and efforts as needed. If you're self-employed, you won't reap the benefits of it working for yourself.
Yeah, well, and I have some health issues. Well, Max does too, but not near as bad as I do. And if I have a really, really bad day, it kills me. But I usually can find something to do that, doesn't bother I can sit in my chair and do something. Whereas I used to, when I worked, I was always getting, and I mean, when I was in Louisiana, I was seriously ill, very ill. And it was just constantly, they were on my butt about it. You're missing another day. And I mean, I had doctor's excuses. I had all kinds of stuff, but they don't care. And now I can just, I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life right now. And
that's what matters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rachel's having her second live stream tonight. Awesome. I'll have to check it out. Today's Friday. I'll stay up. Yeah. So my next question is, I know you've been doing for a while now, a lot of the online auctions. What are some of the best tips you can give someone? And again, I know you do a variety of different types of jewelry. And then we'll go into, after that, we'll go into your collection. But the first part of it is give some tips on how someone who's just starting out, thinking about doing auctions online. And I know you have a little bit of nervousness when you're in the front of a camera, but you're doing really well now because you've done it so much. And especially when you have help with Max on the Friday night auction. So talk about a little bit about that and give somebody some tips that if they were thinking about going into online auctions with jewelry like you do, and again, y'all do more than just jewelry. What's some of the tips you would give somebody?
Well, Max, if you don't know, Max is my service animal. So I have panic attacks.
I'm her emotional support.
Yeah, I have panic attacks and anxiety. And when Max is with me, that kind of goes away. I don't have that problem.
Right.
But if I could do it all over again, I would go and buy like 10 items, and I would, whichever way I chose, I would list on eBay, I would do online, I would do something, but I would get those 10 items taken care of. Then I might go buy 20 items and do that.
Yeah, don't build a death pile.
Yeah.
We have probably the biggest death pile.
I guarantee you we do.
I guarantee you, because it's not only 2 storage units, a garage, and a full basement under the house, and we have a hard time comprehending all the stuff we have. I mean,
and we've even thought about just getting rid of it, just calling,
starting over,
Goodwill, and saying, "Come get it." But I think one time we did that, and they wouldn't take it.
They wouldn't take it.
Yeah, they said, I don't know.
They only pick up furniture.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And we didn't have enough furniture.
And I really do feel like you're guided in life. And I think at that moment we were just feeling so overwhelmed that I think we would have regretted it now if they had done it. But don't go somewhere and buy 2 shopping carts full of stuff and then go home and say, okay, in 3 days I'm going to have all this listed and pictures made and everything. Don't overwhelm yourself if you're starting out. And I love online auctions. I can sell 20 items one day on online auctions, where on eBay it might take me a month to sell 20 items, so and I have, like I say, I have anxiety, I have panic attacks, but if you go on somebody who really will kind of walk you through it and help you through it, try it. I mean, like I say, try it. I've ran into very few nasty people who, didn't encourage me. Even when I was on the air like this, people were still encouraging me. So I don't care. And then I've heard people say, "Oh, I'm so ugly. I don't want to have my face shown." Well, that drives me nuts, because I lived a whole lot of years with that myself. And don't let somebody else tell you that, and don't tell yourself that. You're who you are, and you're beautiful. In some way, you're beautiful. There's something beautiful about you. It may be your heart, it may be your spirit, but don't worry about this. Your beauty shines through in some way, and people will recognize that out there.
Exactly.
And there's a lot of people who just do the hand thing. They'll have the camera coming down and they'll just show their stuff. And I mean, that's fine too, if you want to figure out and do it that way. But I encourage you, especially with the mask thing. I realized wearing a mask, and I missed seeing people's faces. I miss seeing the smiles and the expressions and all that. So put it out there. Don't be afraid. Nobody's gonna. I've never seen anybody in the chat go, "Oh my God, can you believe what her hair looks like?" Or, "Oh my God, can you believe she's wearing that?" Or anything like that. People don't care about that. We're grown up. We're not in high school anymore, people. I mean,
Real quick, I want to make sure if y'all haven't got Debbie and Max's channel, it is at the top in the blue box. Remember, when you go to someone's link in the chat, when Jennifer's dropping links or anyone else is dropping links, whether it's a show, a special event, or just their channel, when you go to that channel and you go to the link at the bottom of the screen, if it says subscribe in red, that means you're not subscribed. Change it to gray. Right next to it, there are 3 dots. Make sure you hit the notifications for all. Remember, all this is free. You don't have to pay for it. And then right next to it, right after, make sure you give them a thumbs up on their videos. Go watch a video, make a comment. That way, that'll kind of help you stick to their subscription. Because I know a lot of times we've been hearing that people they go to the link and they're not subscribed anymore. So that's why it's a little important in the morning when I have people dropping links, or Jennifer's in there dropping links, or you have a special event. Make sure you check that, because that can mean a big thing about you missing someone's shows. If there's someone you like that you think you're subscribed to and you're not. I also want to say hello and welcome to Just Me, Kathy. And Kathy, online sales, go ahead and reach out to me. Every Friday, I do a TGIF, and I renamed it because it's on Fridays. The TGIF auction sales and buy it now. And a lot of times they're all new people who are wanting to do it for the first time. And I try to make you as comfortable as possible when you do come on the show and help you through it and walk you through it. So you're more than welcome to reach out to me, and my social media links are in the description bar below of all my videos. So you can reach out to me on any one of those platforms, and I'm already starting the next 2 weeks, because I do that Friday show every 2 weeks. So this Friday will be on today at 2 o'clock, and then I'll be back on in 2 weeks. So definitely reach out to me, and I'll be glad to have you on and walk you through it. And let's see here. Everybody's saying hello. Now, the next question I was going to have is, I know you do talk about it a lot, and you do have this large flower brooch collection.
Yes.
Is there any other types of brooches or pieces of jewelry that you like, that you collect? And what is the largest number in those collections?
I have 3 things I collect. I'll go grab, you can show, I have I collect moose, which everybody knows.
I'll grab this one. This is what that neat one.
I was thinking about this week when I listed one, a stuffed animal. Oh, wow. Did you make that?
No. And it's a puzzle box.
I was just going to ask, is that a puzzle box? The way it looks like you're trying to open it.
It's supposed to open up, and I don't remember how it works.
You got to remember the secret, huh?
Yeah, there's a thing you push or press or something. Cool. There it is. Oh, yeah. Peg comes out. There.
Oh.
It opens up, and then it opens up again, and it's a.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a puzzle, a little puzzle box.
All right. While Miss Debbie is going to get what she wants to show, I want to remind everybody it is less than a week. Next Thursday is the last day. If you have not, you need to check to see if you used your coupon, if you have a store level that gets a coupon, because next Thursday is the last day. If you don't use it, you will lose it. And if you're having a hard time finding it, go to my videos. I do have a how-to series, and I have a very quick and easy way how to find your coupon so you don't lose it.
These,
Okay. One other thing I collect is green pixies. Only the green. And these are all vintage ones I've collected when I've run across them. But just the green, because green's my favorite color. And these are all vintage ones.
You better make sure you don't let Des know where you live.
Who likes them?
The Shamrock Pixie. That's her favorite thing too.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I collect is which is the face mugs.
Oh yeah.
And then that's not a face mug. Well, I saw him though; he was too cute to pass up. But yeah, this is funny. I never took, and I'm horrible about. I didn't take the price off of this, but it says 1/11 of 2016, and it was 99 cents.
Wow.
But yeah, I love these. I have these. I actually have 2 shelves of the pixies and 1 shelf of the. These have gotten really popular. They got expensive, but they used to. Oh, see, this one says
89 cents.
10 for a 15, and it was 89 cents. So
now, is that a mug? What is that?
It's just
a little figure. Like,
oh, okay.
He's rattling.
Things rattle.
I don't know what's in him.
Does it have a stopper at the bottom of it?
No, there's no opening at all.
Except for the eyes. You got eye holes. But
love it.
But,
Eye holes.
yeah. So yeah.
Renee and Rob says that they just sold the wooden cat puzzle box that she loves.
We love puzzle boxes. We have.
But that's what. That's this one.
We
It took me a
we
minute to
could
figure
just
it
have
out.
so much stuff we love.
Is that made out of different types of wood? Because that's what Stitch Up Miss Pam
Yeah,
says.
you got.
That's what makes the
different
the details.
Because maple, the background looks like maple, then you got some oak and some pine, and I think that I'm not sure what that dark wood is, but
is that like a varnish on it?
Yeah, it's varnished.
Yeah, we pick those up anytime we see them because they're really good sellers on eBay. We've actually got a dog one that's sitting in there. I don't know why it hasn't gone anywhere. I kind of do.
Yeah. Real quick for Kathy, you don't necessarily have to come to the show on Fridays when I have the show. After the morning show, I always open it up to those who want to come in. So anytime you have a free time, reach out to me and I'll be glad to set you up a time that we can do one-on-one. I do that a lot. I don't mind helping people, and it is free. I do not charge for that. So if you need to reach out to me on any of my social media pages, and I can even set up a one-on-one with you with the StreamYard. I'll send you a link, and we can go one-on-one behind the scenes without even have to do it after a morning show. Stash box. There you go. Good morning, Christy. Just subscribed. Yeah, just make sure y'all subscribe, and when y'all do, check to make sure that word subscribe is not red. If it's red, that means you lost the subscription. Just resubscribe and go back and check out a video. Make some comments. Love those pixies.
Okay, I saw Missy says, forgive me if this has been asked already, but what made them choose jewelry as their niche? Well, Max didn't, but I kind of remind myself of Dolly Parton, the thing about it cost a lot to look this cheap. My mother was a Sarah Coventry saleswoman.
Oh, wow.
In the late 60s, early 70s. And my mom was a jewelry fanatic. And I started on my 13th birthday. I got my first nice piece of jewelry. And then for my 16th, I got another nice piece. And so big birthdays, they would get me. But we were dirt poor, so it wasn't anything fancy, but I would get a piece of jewelry. And then when Mama started selling Sarah Coventry, you sell so much and you get so much credit. Well, she would pick out everything she wanted on her credit, and then if there was some left over, she'd let me pick out some pieces. But my mother was a teetotaling religious fanatic, and she had definite thoughts about what was floozy and sleazy and what was appropriate. So, of course, I've always wanted the big gaudy, when I'd say, I want this one, she'd go, no. I want this one, no. So it's funny now, some of the Sarah Coventry that I wanted when I was a teenager, I have gone back and got now that Mama wouldn't let me have. Yeah, and it kills me because I just got rid of all her Sarah Coventry jewelry. I mean, not now, but back when I was getting rid of her stuff before she passed away, I just, because it was old lady stuff to me. But now I'm thinking, oh God. But I've always loved jewelry, always. And I literally have some of my Sarah Coventry pieces that I got when I was a teenager, and I'm 64 now. So, but it's always, I don't know, just I like, and I kind of am that way in my dress too. I've always been overweight, and when I was young, you had to go to the women's department to buy your clothes. There was no juniors, plus size, whatever. So I've got pictures of me where I'm 13 and I look like I'm 60, because you got to wear them old women dresses and stuff. My mama couldn't sew a lick, so I was out of luck there. And so finally, when Plus became very popular and you could do like loud prints and cute things, and I could wear jeans and all that, now I'm a clothes horse, Max will tell you. I've got 2 closets full and 2 big hanging racks full of clothes. I love bright, fancy clothes, and I love bright, fancy jewelry to go with it. So I guess people say, you want your toys you had when you were a kid or the toys you couldn't have when you were a kid. I'm kind of that way about clothes and jewelry. That's why I gravitate to them. And the louder, bigger, the better.
Right.
I bought some wholesale jewelry recently, and it should be coming in hopefully maybe today or tomorrow. But they had a brooch, and it was a lizard, and it was 10 inches long. And I double checked, and yeah, it was 10 inches long for a brooch. And I looked at it, and I showed it to Max, and I said, I want it so bad. I'm afraid my shirt would just go like this if I got it.
The tall girl treasure says that it had that piece you had that was something rattling in it. It's a piece of clay inside of it.
I know. I wondered if part of his hair fell in or something.
I don't know. It sounds like ceramic of some sort.
Maybe they punched his eyes out and they fell
that could
in.
be it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They could have done that.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's what my head sounds like when you shake it.
So, Max, what is it? Do you collect anything or resell anything in particular?
Yes. I have various collections. The one I've had probably the longest is I collect tokens. I have a big binder sitting back here on a shelf of subway tokens, bus tokens, store tokens where get $5 off, bring this token in, get $5 off on your next purchase. Or there's the bar chips, one free drink, if you present this at so-and-so's bar.
Right.
And it just goes on and on. Then I also have, and she's going up and getting it, I think. Which one are you getting? Yeah, there's two other things. This is dice. I collect dice, and in there you can see there's.
Oh, they're made out of wood also.
Yeah, they're also made out of wood. There I have. Oops, I went drop one. There we go. And then where's the other item? Oh yeah, I have a thing for dragons.
Ooh, that's a cool one.
Yeah, this is a collectible right here. This one. You see, if you go and find one of these, buy it. They're worth a lot of money.
I haven't seen those in years.
Yeah, this is what do they call this? This is the Windstone collection.
Oh, okay. That is a nice piece.
Yeah, that's very nice. Like I said, there's a whole series of these. I have this one. This is a gift that was gifted to me by her.
Yeah, those are expensive.
Yeah, they're even more expensive now.
Yeah. And the other thing we're just getting into, well, we've been into it for a while, which is rocks and gems, minerals. But we're trying to get into that to sell some, and that's been very fun and very. People have been fabulous at the shows we've gone to be helpful and stuff. But
and another thing I used to collect, I don't go out and look for it anymore, was gaming ephemera.
Oh wow!
An interesting story on that one. Back when she got me to first start going on eBay, she said, just look through the stuff you have and see if there's anything worth anything. And after she showed me that she could sell used McDonald's bags, I said, well, let me see what I can, most worthless thing I can find in my collection and see what it is and see how it sells. So I dug through and I found this 8-page mimeographed copy that was given to me because I was a member of a gaming society way back when I was young. And it was of a game module that was played at a Gen Con convention way back in the 80s.
People don't understand how it's Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons is, basically. And it was just 8 pages mimeographed. The person who created it had signed it, and it was like, there's only 100 copies ever made. And so I said, okay, this looks like really worthless. I mean, I'll put it on, start it on eBay for $1. The 2 days later, I went to look at it. It was up to $1,000 already.
Wow.
And I went, okay, maybe I didn't do any research on this. And I started researching it. And I found out that of the original 100, only 5 were known to exist. I had the
Really?
6th known existing copy of this. This is the original making of the first module that TSR ever put out, which is a big Dungeons and Dragons company. And by the end of the week, when the auction ended, it sold for $2,000.
Wow. That is a good flip.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and if I don't know if it'd been at the time they probably wouldn't have said anything, but a lot of people now are doing that, but they're making copies
Yeah.
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
selling the copies, and so it's not that worth that much anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was, like I say, when we started, it was early days.
Yeah. This is back,
Right.
you know, I think it was 2000.
Yeah, we've
2000
sold
or
some stuff.
2001.
People think, our friends think we've lost our minds. We've sold pill bottles, empty pill bottles.
Yeah.
They sell good because like people like fishermen and crafters want to use them, to keep their beads separate or keep their fish hooks from in their boxes to keep from sticking them.
Mhm.
I mean, you pretty much can sell any. And my friends just look at me like, "Have you lost your mind?" I mean, nobody. I said, "Watch it. Somebody will buy it." Pine cones. Like Florida, someplace where there's no pine cones,
Yeah.
and people want to do stuff for Christmas, you can sell a box of pine cones. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
All
not
right,
as creative.
Real quick, I want to do this. I have some super stickers coming in. Again, thank you so much. Not necessary, but greatly appreciated. And this is Jackie and Sarah from Treasure Hustler. Thank you so much. And this is for you.
The dollars, let me have it, please. I got the dollars.
Let him have it.
You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let them have it with no problem. Let them have it.
All right. Now, I thought I saw another one,
The Real Housewife.
and I'm trying to find it. The chat. Here we go. Thank you so much, Angie. This is greatly appreciated, but not necessary. A super sticker for $4.99. Thank you so much. And this is for you.
Dollars, let me have it, please. I got the dollars.
Let him have it.
You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let them have it with no problem. Let them have it.
Thank you, Angie. And I'm trying to get caught up in the chat. If you have any questions from Miss Debbie and Mr. Max, go ahead and put it in the chat. I'll get to it. I'm trying to get to some of these hellos and thank yous, but I always like to make sure and announce and give back thanks to those who are doing the super chats or super stickers. But thank y'all so much. And like I said, I always enjoy this. We get to know some other YouTube channels, putting a name with a face and all that good stuff. Early stuff, it will sell well. Lindsay, hello, good morning and welcome. The variety of resellers YouTube. I do auctions throughout the week. There you go, Dawn. Got the link. And don't forget, I want to say, when I go to open the link to the chat, either you, Dawn, or Miss Carol need to come on and talk about what y'all going to be starting next week, back on regular schedule. Everyone's yeah, and also when you get somebody's link, just make sure that the word subscribe is not red. That lets you know that you're not subscribed. It's awesome. Into 2K, cool. It's worth it to 2K. Cool. Yeah, it is. And that's why I was glad they were able to come on, because Max, you actually start having your Fridays off, if I'm correct.
Yes, I'm taking. I've realized I have a lot of vacation time coming, and so I put in. One night I sat down and you do it online and you request your days off. And I request every Friday now until when the end of the year. And the next morning, my supervisor went, "What were you doing last night?" Because my phone started going bleep, bleep, bleep. Because he sends them a note every time I request a day off. And it says my phone was blowing up. This is, well, I'm getting ready to retire.
Now he got the whole week of Thanksgiving off and peddling profits. And then he took Christmas and, he took the last 2 weeks of the year off. So he won't be working his last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So a lot of people say toilet paper rolls. I forgot about those. Yeah, those sell too.
We ought to get that.
I've seen that a couple of times too, where it's like it's amazing what people are selling. Hello, Patrick. How are you doing? Good to see you. Hello, good morning, and
I
welcome.
remember during when COVID first started, and we were trying, and
Oh,
all the
God.
paper went out of all the stores, and so you found a place online to order toilet paper.
Oh,
He says, "Oh, I'm
God.
ordering a whole big
I was
package,
shocked.
36 rolls of toilet paper, and they're coming. They are coming from China, but hey, you know they'll be here in a couple of weeks." And they arrived. The rolls were that
Oh,
tall
no.
and this big around. We still got them
Wow.
upstairs.
And now he said, "Oh, the toilet paper came." I'm like, "Oh, good,
Yeah, I held it up, and there's, you know, I could hold 36 rolls.
Was it for a Barbie doll house or something?
Yeah, I know. I said, "Well, in an emergency, it'll do."
Lindsay, yes, you can. Everybody can drop links. Even though Jennifer's dropping links for people, you're more than welcome to drop a link, especially if you have a special event going on. You're more than welcome to do that. Just don't bombard them over and over and over and multiple times, just, here and there. Listen, because Jennifer's been dropping links. So, yeah, just watch out what she's dropping and don't overdo it. But you're more than welcome to.
If you see me doing this, we have another monitor over here, and I'm trying to read the chat and keep up with it. So, and I'm blind as a bat. I'm going like this.
They even pay for dirty socks and panties. Ew, that's disgusting. But yeah,
Yeah, that's the fetish people. I thought eBay had stopped that. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Hello, Dawn. Oh, yes. Hello. Yeah, they're all saying hello to each other. Good. Yep. Let's see here. Toilet paper rolls are awesome for pet hamsters. Oh, okay. That would be a mess.
And they chew them too. Yeah.
Yeah. So what is going to be your future coming up? I know with you getting ready to retire at the end of the year, Max. What is your general plan or goals that y'all going to be doing after the first of the year with the business, with eBay, reselling, or even online on your channel?
Well, we've got 3 trips booked already. We're hoping that we can take those. I'm going crazy. Max actually got to go to Indiana, about 3 weeks ago,
3 weeks ago,
to go to the home office to talk about transferring everything over. But I couldn't go because of our elderly dog, Daisy.
Yeah.
But I'm going nuts. So we've got a trip to Florida in June, and we're staying. We booked an Airbnb for a month there. We've got another Airbnb in Portland, Maine, booked in September of next year. And then we have never taken a cruise in our lives. So February of 2023, we've booked a Caribbean cruise for 7 days, and it's going to New Orleans. So we'll be able to go down and see some of our old Louisiana friends. And go down there a little bit. So
yeah, we're gonna head down a little early, get some time down in New Orleans and
visit and see shop and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're very looking forward to that. Maine will be one of our states we haven't been to yet. So we have a thing in the United States on the back of our van. If you and we put stickers on. And Max gets so mad because between the two of us, I think we've hit all 50, right?
Except for Maine and
I'm sorry, I forgot.
There's Maine and Rhode Island.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, are the two that.
But my rule for putting a sticker on the van is we both have to have been here, and we both have to have spent the night. It's not no driving through or no going through the airport or something like that. So he gets aggravated. He keeps wanting to put stickers on. I'm like, no, we've got to spend the night, and both of us have to be there. So
I was going to ask that next question because I know in your intro that is one of the things y'all doing where you're actually, Max is at the back of it with the map. And you're putting a sticker on it. Yeah. So that was my question. Well, how many states have y'all actually filled where y'all both been there and spent the night in that state?
41.
Awesome.
Now, I'm not sure we'll ever make it to Alaska. It's just so expensive. We'd either have to fly to Seattle, which Max hates flying. Of course, he also hates cruise. He swore he'd never take a cruise.
Gravity. Cameron says, do the patch behind the ears on the cruise. You're going to love the cruise. Have fun.
Yeah. Well, his company paid for us to go to Hawaii. That's how we got to go to Hawaii. He worked, but it wasn't work. I mean, It was wonderful. We got to go to every single island, and every single thing we did, they paid for, even if it was like recreational or whatever. But yeah, we'd love to do an Alaskan cruise, but
yeah, I had just been. We're doing a deployment in Louisiana for a month, and then right behind that, we also did a deployment in Mississippi. So I was gone down there for a month and a half. They even, in the middle of it, they even paid to have her come down and visit me in the middle of it. Flew her down there and back. And then at the end of the time in Mississippi, they called me up and says, "Hey, we need somebody to go to Hawaii." And the first thing I said was, "Can my wife go with me?" Will you pay to send my wife? And they said, "Sure." I mean, they've had me away for so long, and
that is awesome.
Yeah, 10 days. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Bima says if you go through Oklahoma, that's where she's at. Let her know. And Tall Girl too lives in Florida.
Our biggest trip we came through.
Yeah, that's what we try to do when we're going to be somewhere. Like when we're in Florida next year, I know there's a ton of people in Florida. We're going to try to, hook up with some of them. Maine, I have no idea who. I haven't heard of anybody in Maine, but that you're kind of up there in that New Hampshire.
Say in that area, you got Miss Debbie, you got Miss Carol,
yeah.
You got Kay from Passports and Pizza Pies. There's several people within this area that I'm just starting to find out about here in the New England area.
Well, and the thing too is, like I say, we're booked for a month at the B&B. So, it's plenty of time, hopefully.
Go
do a little small meetup.
Yeah. And
that would be great.
Yeah. That's what we love, is meeting other people.
Steven says, do not share his link, but one time, please, because he is having issues. I think he, don't do it more than once for him, he said. Oh, he's having issues with his channel. 10 cruises, Alaskan cruise is the only one we had to do flight to. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've had a lot of friends take that, and they said it's fabulous.
Yeah.
And I think I would prefer that way. One time I thought about driving up to Washington and going up and going, but I really think I would like coming back to the ship at night to sleep. I don't want to have to, find places to stay all along the route or whatever. I think that would be nice. And everybody I talked to who's had one has said it was fabulous. So,
hello, Danica. If you have any questions for Miss Debbie or Mr. Max, go ahead and put it in the chat. Also, good morning, hello, and welcome, Larry. I just watched one of your videos yesterday. Hello, Miss Helen, the New England Thrifter. And again, if you have not subscribed to Miss Debbie and Mr. Max, the link is at the top in the blue box. Not only are the channel that I'm the guest star today, but their information is in the description bar below as well. Now, what I want you to do, there's some new people that come into the chat since the beginning of the show. Let everybody know a little bit more about you, what you do on your channel, and how can they catch you. And I want you to do the twist of what you're doing with the buffalo, the moose jar. And what let's promote your show on Fridays and your channel.
You go ahead.
Which one are we doing? What?
Friday, promoting our show on
Friday.
Yeah,
Fridays. Yeah, we have our late night with Debbie and Max on Fridays. And during that, we have we keep track of everybody who joins us and makes a comment in the chat, and we make a little tag, a little card, and we put it in. And during the show, a number of times we draw names and give away prizes. And then at the end of the show, all that gets poured into a large moose jar. And at the end of the year, we're going to have a drawing on our last New Year's Eve, the 31st. We're going to have a drawing, and we're going to give away $100.
I actually don't know if New Year's Eve is on
a Friday. It's on a Friday.
Is it? Okay,
it's on a Friday.
That works out.
So we're all set.
And you must be present to win.
Yes. We have the jars. It's a great big jar. It's got about maybe 3 or 4 inches of stuffed cards in there. The more often you come to each show, you get 1 entry per show, and it goes in there. So some people who have been doing this all year have lots of entries, and we'll just dig through the jar, pull out a name, and if you're at that Friday night show on the 31st of December, we call your name, you win $100.
And if you've watched us or if you haven't watched us, every Friday night we draw names. about every 10 or 15 minutes.
15 to 20 minutes.
And you just get a little prize from
Yep.
us. You don't have to buy anything. It's just
Yep.
a little gift from us for thanking you for turning in. Commenting. Joining the show.
Can you tell I got up early? Join the group.
I'm not a morning person. Yeah, I'm thinking about when I could go back and turn in. No, yeah, just joining the show and making a comment and giving us thumbs up. Yeah, just we like to just give. Maybe we'll start giving some of the stuff away. Maybe that'll get rid of some of it.
Yeah, that could be it.
Yeah.
Now talk about if they come to your show on Wednesdays with us on Hump Day and your Friday show with the combination for your free shipping.
Oh yes, it's we give you. Well, we do Hump Day, then we do our auction on Friday. Then we invoice on Mondays
or Tuesday,
hopefully.
Or sometimes it may go to Wednesday.
And if you, in a total, we give you like 10 days to pay the invoice. I mean, we do not want anybody to buy like a $5 item and pay $6 to have it shipped to them. We will send you an invoice to either remind you or let you keep track of how much you have spent. But that doesn't necessarily, if you'll notice, the due date is 10 days past what the date you get it. So, you know, if you want to wait for another Hump Day auction or another Friday night auction, that's fine with us. I don't, you know, want to do that. But spend $100 in a combination of the auctions, and we will
free shipping.
Thank you.
Free domestic shipping.
I'm reading comments and trying to talk at the same time. It's not
working. If your purchases go over $100.
Yeah. And is that it?
That covers it, doesn't it?
Yeah, and we do try to get invoices out on Monday, but sometimes it just
It's sometimes we have an OBE problem. We are overcome by events.
Yeah. I'm trying to slowly get Max trained on some stuff that he can go ahead and start helping me with. And one of the things is the invoices. And sometimes Monday's very busy for him because of the shutdown for the weekend. And then Monday, everybody calls and they have had problems. So we should probably change the invoice date to another day, but we'll see.
Well, we try and shoot for Monday.
Yeah.
Keep it there.
One of the things I have to say, when you purchase from them, I think it's Max. Are you the one packing the packages?
Yeah. I always say I'm the forward and he's the behind.
Well, the good thing about it, though, is when you get items, no matter if it's a piece of jewelry or whatever the case may be, most of the jewelry, they even put it in this nice little bag that is almost the same color of something that you purchased.
What is kind of a bag?
A Ganza bag.
Yeah, Max is like, you got a Ganza bag for this? I'm like, it's organza.
Organza. But I love the way you also take that extra step and wrap each one of them with the foam, which protects a lot of it too. So that's one of the things I have to say with your auctions. You won't have to be worrying about how you get your product, because what you see on the camera when they're showing it is what you go and how you're going to get it. But each individual piece is wrapped separately.
And if you have any problems, we do not. Well, we don't purposely misrepresent anything. If we say something is not right, it's just our ignorance or our bad eyes.
Accidents happen.
Yeah, and just get back in touch with us. Don't start bad mouthing us out to the world. Just get back in touch with us, and we're more than happy to straighten things out.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because again, that could be another topic in itself. Because anytime you have an issue with someone, if it happens to be, out of not being on purpose, but just accidental, one of the biggest things is always reach out to that person you purchased it from first. Don't go in that chat. Don't go into someone else's chat. Email them back. Let them know if you're not satisfied or something happened, because I can tell you, Ms. Debbie and Max will make sure it's correct no matter what. So just make sure you reach out to that person you purchased from, and that's out of the courtesy of that person you purchased from. That's all.
And 99% of the time, if it's something you say, oh, this had a little tiny chip missing or whatever, I don't want it back. I just keep it. Don't worry about it, because I'm not going to resell it if something's wrong with it. So I'll just give you, your money back, and we'll both be happy, hopefully.
Now, I want to have a question with you on your jewelry. I know you do a lot of different pieces of jewelry and all. I very seldom ever see you do a jewelry jar. And if there's a reason why you don't do the jewelry jars.
I actually
You know, we were just talking about this yesterday.
Yeah,
And we
have.
have some jewelry jars that we have made up, and we're
I was
talking about
taking them out to my antique booth, but I find people here want to pay like $5, $8, $10 for a jewelry jar. Well, I make, what are they, quart or what?
we have a couple of quart and a couple of half gallon.
Yeah, and I'm not going to sell a quart jewelry jar, or definitely not a half gallon jar for $5, $8, or $10.
Right.
So I made them up ages ago, and they're just sitting downstairs. And we were talking about taking them apart and going through, some of them and pulling it out and selling it individually. I'm not quite sure yet. It's
We're also talking about taking and just bagging them and saying, "Here you go. This is so many pounds."
Well, when I went through it and did it, there's absolutely no broken jewelry.
Yeah.
It's all wearable. There is no gold or silver. I did check for that, but it's
all earrings have a match.
Yeah, I'll have a match. I mean, it's nice jewelry. That's why I wasn't going to come down on my price. So yeah, I tried a few out at my antique booth, and people just were not willing to. I think I worked it out to like 50 cents a piece, and I thought that was very reasonable. And one of the ladies that like works at the mall told me, she said people here just they want it. And I looked at some of the other vendors who had jewelry jars, and I could see from the jar, like, this is crap. I wouldn't pay $5 for this,
Right.
I just brought it back home, and they're all sitting downstairs. Yeah. But I don't know. We was funny. We were talking about it yesterday about what to do with them.
Yeah. I know one thing I have to say. The last big lot I did buy from y'all, you started with 2 bags, and it wound up that you added more to it. I think that's the best lot that I ever bought in a while, on an auction like that online. So
hey,
definitely,
Brandon,
your great grandson is your stepson is in the chat.
Yeah, I watched him. He's got his own radio show now at the college. I heard you.
I shared it this morning because I was his first guest yesterday.
Yeah,
he did pretty good questions. Yeah,
I listened to about half of it last night before I went to bed. But yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty good show. I was surprised with the questions he asked. I do both.
Yeah, and I have like this overstuffed house. I do have a gallon-sized Ziploc bag with broken jewelry and 1 earring and that kind of thing too that I keep on my table in here. And every time I find something like that, I put it in there. It's just sitting there because I don't know if people want to buy, that kind of stuff or not. So yeah, I've got a gallon bag of that.
Tall Girl 2 says jewelry jars can sell between 20.
Somebody's calling me that doesn't know I'm off today.
That's Max's work phone.
Oh wow. Tall Girls 2 says jewelry jars sell for about $20 to $50.
Hey, Charles.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I pay for them when I buy them. But yeah, we may try a gallon broken jewelry. Started out cheaper and
what you got?
Pull up one of the you're off today.
One good thing about it too, because even Jennifer says the crafters like the craft lot. That'll be a great lot for somebody that does jewelry or repairs it or makes their own. And using those things for something new. Good morning, Tiffany Cool Finds. How are you doing, Tiffany? Good to see you. Also, Cheryl. Hello. Good morning and welcome. So as soon as Mac comes back, we'll go ahead and open the chat to everybody. I have multiple tasking, watching multiple videos. Oh, wow. That's one of the things I do want to make. I noticed that the Tall Girl 2 was commenting in the chat. If you go and subscribe to somebody, remember that the word subscribe is red. That means you're not subscribed. Change it to gray. But one of the most important things is go and watch a video. Make a comment. What I do is when I first see somebody for the first time in a chat, I have actual, I love the new look. Thank you, Tiffany. What I do is I have a watch later list. I created the list. And then every time I see a video that I want to catch up on while I'm working in the morning, I'll add it to the list and put it as a watch list where I'll have it to watch back and then I can get comments. So you definitely
Yeah.
want to leave comments.
You know what? I do that. Max doesn't do that. I do that too. But unfortunately, it's depressing when I go over there and look. I got like 500 videos, and they're But yeah, I do that too.
Good morning, Glenn. All
We
right,
can
so before we go to open the panel, I want you to go
Yeah.
ahead one more time and let everybody know when they can come and find you on your channel, and when you do your auctions, and then we'll go and open the channel to anyone who would like to come on the panel.
But when we do our auctions every Friday night at 10 o'clock. Friday night, 10 o'clock to midnight. We also, I don't, but my sweetheart here does, hump day auctions with Johnny on Wednesdays at 2. And what else?
We invoice on Mondays.
Yep.
And if you buy $100 worth of anything from us, you'll get free shipping,
free domestic shipping.
And we're always willing to.
If you watching one of our, not watching live, but watching later and see something that didn't sell and you're interested in it, send us a note, send us an email, put a comment on the video saying, hey, you're interested in this item, and we'll try and dig it up and see if we can find it.
And if you are looking for any type of, I buy wholesale, not just vintage, but I do buy wholesale. If you're looking for any particular type of jewelry, or if you collect a certain kind of animal or something like that, and you'd like me to keep an eye out for something like that, just, let me know, and I'll be happy to do that. I spend hours going through jewelry catalogs and picking out things. So I'm always willing to, be on the lookout for things like that.
And that's one thing I have to say, you will not be disappointed. Not only in the packing, the shipping, everything, the whole package. So definitely check them out. And then again, Ms. Debbie's every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern on the Hump Day auction. And then they do theirs every Friday night. Also, the best thing about it too, you can always check it out and see where they will not only put your name in the jar when you go into the chat, but it's very important you're there when they call your name, because they give you 3 choices, not just 1, 3 choices to pick from. And the more you're in there, the more they're going to know if you need like sugar-free or you're diabetic and things like that. So they have a wide variety. But even at the end of the show, if you're still there at the end, they do one big package giveaway. So you might want to be part of that and be able to see what kind of great deals you have, because y'all start your prices at a good price. Yeah. Hello, Harry. How are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you, Jennifer. But yeah, the link is in the top now. If you want to come on the panel, you're more than welcome. If Miss Carol or Dawn's channel is still here, I would love for you to come on so we can promote your channel on what's going on starting next week. How am I missing their links? I actually just had it at the top, but I'll put it in again. It's been pinned up every morning show. I put their guest information in the blue box above in the chat, but I just switched it out. So here it is again. And if you miss it, it is in the description bar below, by the way. So yeah, it is there for you to catch if you missed it in the chat.
And I will say, I don't think we're for everyone. We're not like a typical auction show. It's almost, to me, when we're doing the show, I almost feel like people, and Max has said this before too, I feel like we're visiting with friends.
Yep.
So there's a lot of chit chat, and I mean, if you want to show this, like, and here's the, the pieces,
right?
It's probably not going to be us, because we chit chat. Something will remind us something. We'll go wandering over here. We chase squirrels and go down the rabbit hole, and wow, we'll pay attention to what people are saying in the comments, and we'll comment on that. So.
In starting this, we went through a lot of different formats of how to do an auction, and finally we found that what we enjoy the most is having it just kind of like a group get together and everybody talks, and here's something we got to sell, and then we talk some more, and here's something else. That's
one of the things I like about your auctions, especially on the Friday night one when y'all both do it, is it's more like you're gathering around a table and you're just talking whatever in the chat, and that's what I think everybody's liking about it, because it's more like you are telling stories, like if you're at your grandma's house or your mom's house and they're gathered around the table and you hear all these old stories. That's what I like about it, because it's more personal than a business.
Yeah, we're not, I mean, this sounds silly to say. I mean, obviously we want to make money, but we also want to make new friends, and we want everybody to feel welcome and just look who's there.
Hey.
Missy came in first, so Missy, go ahead and say whatever you would like to promote for your channel. We'll put you on first if you take your mic off.
Hey, Johnny, Deb, and Max. Oh, I thoroughly enjoyed the show this morning. I must say that.
Thank you.
I just wanted to pop on and say good morning to everyone in the chat and to remind everyone to set the reminders for my first live auction on this coming Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Awesome. Do you have any guests with you that day?
I do. It would be my sister doing it with me. We are naming our auction the Sisters Who Hustle live auction. So my sister Kim is going to be on with me. So you guys get to finally meet Kim. And we're going to bring some fire lots for you guys to buy. So make sure you bring your sugar daddy's money, your grocery jars, and put it in your PayPal so that you can go ahead and pay for everything and buy up everything.
I was waiting for you to say the punchline.
Bring your sugar daddy's money and your sugar mama's wallet.
Yep. All right, Brandon, what you got going on?
Oh, well, I'm making coffee right now, so you're staring at the elephant.
Oh, my.
Yeah, I got that from Debbie and Max.
Oh,
Yeah, he won the weekly gift last week.
It's a fan.
Well, he picked it.
It's a fan. I love it.
That's awesome.
Set my reminder. Yes, indeed. There's the link. So if you want to set your reminders, there's the link.
Thank you, Jennifer.
That way you can also check to see if you're subscribed. That word red and subscribe is in red. You can change it. So yeah, that's gonna be a great thing. And also wanted to pass out news for you. If you would reach out to me on any of my social media starting next week. I have no one booked yet. So from there on after to the month of October, if you would like to come on and promote your channel, I would love to have you on. There's my links to all social media, including some merch, like Miss Debbie's wearing my the t-shirt that she got from my merch. I have those in different colors, different sizes. You pick your color and you pick your size. Also have different other types of merch as well.
My boobs are lumpy. It's not coming out straight.
That is funny. Love it. Call Sugar Mama. Join Loot Raiders auction Friday night, 7 p.m. Don't forget. I think there's other auctions tonight too, so it's gonna be a busy night. All right, Brandon.
I got my coffee. I'm good. Okay. Hi, I'm Heartland Picker. Wow, my hair's a mess. I have, let's see. I have a buy it now sales Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Sorry, I just woke up. I'm like getting everything situated. I'm stopping the Thursday sales for a little while until, my classes die down a bit. And I do have a radio show on 88.9 FM The Storm. It's a reseller show, and my first guest yesterday was Johnny. And that is from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. every Thursday.
Now, what about your pre-recorded? Are you still doing those?
Yes, and I'm doing those every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
And so I saw you had a comment in your show yesterday about somebody said that they keep missing your pre-recordeds.
Oh, yeah.
By the time you get to it, it sells out.
Well, when I do my pre-recordeds, I do them at random times because normally I post them. I'll give you a hint. Normally I post them around anywhere between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. My time. But some days I have a class, and I think it's Wednesdays. I have a class that blocks that time. So the only time I can put them up that day would be 2 or 3 o'clock. So it's, it's a little time different, but yep.
Awesome. So what you have going on your channel, Missy, besides the Monday auction?
Well, I am Working on editing some videos. I fell a little behind because my full-time work is busy right now. We're busy all the way up until after the new year, so it's kind of hard for me to juggle, but I do have some pre-recordeds done. I just got to get them edited and posted for you guys. So I'll be posting some as soon as I can get that done. I'm also doing the live listings with Ella and Finding Treasures. We're off this Sunday, but we'll be back next Sunday. So if you guys want to hop on and join us for listing motivation. We are on 2 p.m. Eastern time. And as TJ brought up yesterday, if you caught Johnny's show yesterday morning, he's bringing back the midweek auction. So we're still trying to iron out a good day and time for that. And hopefully I'll be back on for that. So that's all that's going on with me. I'm enjoying the auctions. I love doing the auctions. And I do enjoy Debbie and Max's auctions on Friday night. I literally have to bring my sugar daddy and sugar mama wallets for that.
Let me do this. I want to move y'all around because I don't want her face covered with it. There you go. So yeah, if y'all have any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. Also, if you have not checked out, if you're subscribed to Debbie and Max, I just put the link again in the chat. They're the guests for the day. Go ahead and check that out. Again, remember when you go to somebody's channel, if the word subscribe is red, change it to gray. But also it's important that you either catch a live when they're doing lives and make comments and be part of the chat, or just go watch a pre-recorded, because I know, Debbie Max, you do have some pre-recordeds on your channel, correct?
Older ones. We probably, like I was thinking, we're going to an estate sale this afternoon. We're going to a garage sale tomorrow, and we have pickup next Saturday from another online auction, and I'd like to get back to those reveals, but Max has got spoiled with not having to edit the live thing, so I don't know. We might do those live.
Yeah.
Now, are you planning? I know Max, once you retire, you probably think about this more. Do you plan on doing more pre-recordeds while you're no longer working?
Oh yeah.
After retiring.
Yeah, we're gonna. That will be. While we're traveling, you know, we always did like the different stores we went to and that kind of. Max has got to get back proficient with the GoPro and all that, because we like to take people into the antique stores and the thrift stores and the different places, and also we may throw some other tourist sites if we go someplace in there.
Oh my Lord Jesus, Brandon.
Yeah, I did bring it up for the whole class.
Oh wow! Why?
This was at Walmart for $5
on the
Oh my
clearance
Lord!
rack.
I'm turning away. I'm turning away.
Clearance rack. That's normal price.
I have a question for you, Max. Do you have the what's GoPro you have? Do you know?
I told you he got to get used to it again.
Do you only have the original battery that it came with?
Yeah.
You may want to get one of these. They come in a kit on Amazon.
I thought we got an extra battery or something.
We got 2 batteries for it.
Yeah, because it comes with the charger and 2 batteries, which helps when you're out in the field filming.
Well, yeah, we got it's a Arion.
Oh, that's the extras that come with it?
No, this is the pack. This is the camera is a. There's a little GoPro. It's an Arion.
Oh, okay.
Max is always shopping for the best deal, and he reads.
That looks like one of the things that you have that you can also put it from the top on a.
Yeah, it's got the you can mount either one side or the other. It's got a clip. I actually got a hat that it mounts on, and it just sits on the brim of the hat.
Really? Oh, that's so cool. I've never heard of that brand.
Well, you know, Mr. Tech, I think you bought this before we went on the trip last trip, right?
Yep.
He checked it out and read all the reviews.
You know, it's got the little batteries.
Yeah. Is it like that GoPro ones?
Yeah.
What's this?
They might be compatible.
It also came with a waterproof case you can put it in.
Yeah, I haven't used mine like that yet.
And then I got
Yeah, the Idaho Hillbilly was out doing fish fences one day, and don't ask.
And I got a hat, and it's got a little mounting stud on there.
Oh, that's so neat.
And I can just put it on there. And
he
I've
fell in
never
the
seen
creek.
that before.
yeah.
He fell in the creek and destroyed his because he didn't have the waterproof thing on it. But
Yeah.
you know, you never know you're gonna fall in the creek. So
Yeah. Here's Dawn.
Hey.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Dawn.
Hey,
Well,
guys.
hey, Dawn, since you asked, do you want a cookie?
Sure, I'll take a
Oh,
cookie.
see, you know what?
This way.
All girls two treasures is 391 subscribers. Can anyone help her out and get 9 more or more? See if you're subscribed to her and see if you can get her to past 400.
Yeah.
They are only $5 Heartland Falls for the shiny thick price.
Dawn,
how much is the battery set? I'd have to look on Amazon. I want to say it was under $20, if not maybe like $22 for the whole set, and you get the charger and everything with it, including the 2 batteries.
we also have.
I got a faux pro too.
Which one's
It's
that
not,
one?
It's not a GoPro, it's a faux pro.
yeah, that's what Frankie did.
This is an ape man, it says, but they work pretty good.
So tell everybody about your channel, being I got you a big now.
I feel
Gotta
big.
get you some people to come
I
watch
feel
your
a
channel
little
on Tuesdays
bloated,
and
truthfully.
Thursdays.
Thank you. I feel
You're
kind of
welcome.
bloated, but thanks.
You look great.
You know. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, Mary and I do a show called Chick Chat at noon Eastern time, where we talk about many things. Most of the time, it has nothing to do with reselling. So if you want a break, stop on by. And then today, I believe, Johnny, don't we have something
Yes.
going on?
We sure do at 2 o'clock.
At 2 o'clock, we are going to be bringing some of the craft house stamp pads and other items to the auction.
Yes, so she will be part of the show today.
Yep.
Come check it out. All right, Beamos, let everybody know what's going on your end.
Well, today at 1 p.m. Eastern, we have our book sale, Melanie and I. And tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, we are back on my channel with myself, Melanie, and Marion, doing our usual come for the laughs, stay for the deals. Next week, we will be on Melanie's channel the entire week. That is 6 shows, 4 times a week, 4 days a week, 6 shows. We're crazy.
And what about the guests that want to come on, if they want to come on as a guest on your show?
Oh, Lordy, yes. We take guests on Thursday nights.
Oh, Lordy.
You need to email myself or Melanie to get on the show. And we are currently booked through the month of October. So our next available dates will be in November.
And then you have Save Here First is one of y'all permanent co-hosts
That's
now with
Monday.
y'all on
Yep.
Monday.
Next week we will be back on Melanie's channel, and Mondays it's myself, Melanie, and Ella. And then on Tuesdays it's our book sale at 1 p.m. Eastern, and then we come back on at night with Marion at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then we go to Thursday. We're off on Wednesday.
All
We
right,
have off on the weekends and Wednesdays.
Right. I saw where somebody posted. Where did it go? Larry is 7 away from 200. And then I saw where another comment came in. Where did it go? Tommy says he's got a couple of Ape-Men cameras. Great price compared to GoPro.
Not ass.
Are those for sale? Tommy, are you having those on sale?
I think I use mine. I always play with mine and use mine.
Yeah.
I think he meant he uses them, but
This is our other camera.
oh yeah, that's
We
nice.
have
And it's not HD.
Panasonic. It's an HD.
That
It's
is
got the
nice.
screen.
Those are cool because
Yeah.
you can flip the screen around and
Little
you know.
legs that you can wrap around a tree branch if you're out in the countryside. And
Or a shopping cart if you're in
a
a
shopping
store.
cart in a store.
Yep.
And
it's
then
got
we
the regular battery, plus I got the high capacity battery. It sticks out about this far that goes on here.
well, also, which is neat, we travel like we do. We have the camera in our van, and Max can, like, if we
Turn it around and
well,
talk,
yeah,
or-
we can turn around and talk. We also can turn it around And that's how we did, like, the ending of our video is like us going through states, and you see the state signs. There's a button on the side that you can hit, and it will take a thumbnail.
Take a thumbnail. It takes a short 2-minute video. It takes 1 minute back and 1 minute ahead. It records that. When you
is that one of those 360 cameras? I think Tommy has one of those he did for a while. He was actually trying it out. It was like a 360 type camera that he was using in his car.
It's just like a dash cam.
I have a 360 in mine.
Her car, she has it front end. It shoots front and back.
And I still hit things. So.
I want to say for everybody to wish Cameron a happy birthday. It is his birthday. Happy birthday, Cameron.
Happy birthday, Cameron.
All right, what you got over there, Brandon? You're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted.
I forgot. I went to Walmart and I picked this up and I want to try it. It's on the border salsa chips.
Oh yeah.
I've never had these yet. And
I like them. I've had those. They're good.
Are they?
Yeah.
Doritos. Are they like Doritos?
They kind of look like Doritos, but they have salsa flavoring on them.
Horizon Pick says, nice cam. Max, I have one just like the same one. Carol, will you come on if you can so we can talk about what you have going on next week? Larry says, happy, where it went? Lord Jesus.
Ooh, nice microphone.
It's way up here. Happy birthday, Cameron. Did you turn 40 today?
Happy birthday, Cameron.
I didn't want to be big. What are you talking about?
You keep pointing. What are you showing?
He's showing his microphone.
Oh, no, I was pointing to Debbie and Max. I got this from them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's the microphone. Yeah, we never opened the package, so we had no idea what it looked like.
Yeah, this is the mic.
Neat looking.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah. So it's a nice little thing to record stuff. It's just it's staticky. When I tried to record my intro, one of the reasons why it took 60 some times to record that radio intro was because of the static in the microphone. But I finally got it to where the static.
You want to send it back, and we'll send you a little violin.
Patrick, tell everybody what's going on your channel.
Free microphone back.
Or maybe you need one of those shields, one of those little round shields over it, maybe.
Yeah.
Probably, I probably should do that.
Yeah, if you're getting static, it's probably the connection.
Hey, Patrick.
Patrick, tell everybody what's going on your show tonight.
Well, good morning. It is currently 10:38 here on the East Coast. It is a cool 59.
I love how he does that.
And we only have 10 more degrees and we'll have a party. It is Friday. That's right, baby. But before I get to what I'm doing tonight, I see there's some people in the chat that are so close, so very close to hitting those milestones. Now, remind me who those again were, Johnny. Let's light that up.
We had Larry, I believe. Let me go back to the chat and see if I can find him.
Yeah. So we had Larry way out. So make sure you go over to his channel, click subscribe, hit the notification bell, go into one of his videos, leave him a comment, let him know that everybody on this fine, lovely panel sent you. Look,
the Tall Girls, Two Treasures.
Tall Girls, Two Treasures. All right. She is only 5 away. So make sure you go over to her channel, click subscribe, hit the notification bell, go into one of her videos, leave a comment, let her know that everybody in this panel sent you. Look, call your friends, call your neighbors, get your kids involved. Let's light it up, everybody. All right. They are so close. It is Friday. Let's have a party. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
And so
get those alternate accounts up.
And if you are subscribing from an alternate account, make me small, Johnny. We don't need that. So if you are subbing from an alternate account, which it's not recommended because if you're not using that account, they could lose that sub. But it is very, very important. If you are using that alt account, make sure you go into a video and leave a comment. That helps it stick a little bit. There's no real science behind it. It's just speculation at this point. But hey, you know what? It sounds good.
Could be true.
All right. She typed it in the chat, so I'm going to go ahead and make an announcement for her. Starting this next Thursday coming up on the 30th, Miss Carol and Dawn from Dawn's channel.
Not me.
We'll start from Dawn's channel is the name of the channel. They're going to be on Miss Carol's channel every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern every Thursday evening starting the 30th. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and check it out because they're coming back at their regular auctions with them together on Miss Carol's channel at this next week coming up. That'll be the last day you can also use your coupon for our eBay. So if you have it, you better use it before next Thursday, the 30th.
Oh yeah.
You lose it. Dixon is 30 already. He's getting close to 400 already. That is awesome. I remember when you were above 400.
I also seen that little Miss Q. She's only 15 away from hitting her next milestone. So make sure you go over to her channel, click subscribe, hit the
Hold on, I'm trying to
notification
find
bell,
that too.
go into one of her videos, leave them a comment,
yeah.
and let them know that
Yeah, right
everybody on
there.
this panel sent you.
Yeah. And so when you go, make sure you change that red to gray, and then make sure you make a comment, because that's we think, we're not sure 100%, but we think that's why some of the subscribers we're losing as we go. Melanie, I didn't see her come in. Right, she is. Hello, Melanie. Good to see you. How are you doing today? All right, so everyone, thank y'all so much for coming in. Again, I know I don't want to keep this WMAX too long, and I see that right in the front of the thing again, so we'll put Brandon up there. I didn't realize that. Johnny, you helped me get to the 100 first. Yeah, I'm amazed you're already at 400. You're doing so well.
It's pretty good.
Congratulations, Marcus. Also, don't forget this week, every Friday morning, I do change the featured channel of the week. And this week is Thrift and Flip, which is Mr. Ben. He's not even, I think he's like at 71 this morning when I saw his video, the one he pulled out. So definitely, if you haven't checked it out, go check out his channel. He's got a good bit of videos out already. And he's around, I want to say 71 subscribers as of this morning. If you haven't subscribed to Ms. Debbie and Max, here's their link again. But again, if you miss it in the chat, it is in the description bar below. You're more than welcome to make sure you catch that in the description bar, including all my links, where if you want to be part of the morning show and showcase your channel, reach out to me on any social medias, because I do take first come first serves when they come to me, and make sure I get a date before I put anything on a calendar for someone else. So starting next week, I do not have anyone booked yet, but again, I know that it has a lot to do with going back to school, people going back to work, all that good stuff. So there's no problem with that. So we're going to go ahead and get right in the show. Again, if you would like to come on after the show and get to know Ms. Debbie and Max a little bit more, you're more than welcome to come in after the show. The link will be in the chat at above in the blue box. You're more than welcome to come on. And as like I say before I end each and every show, love always. Love is always free. Please be kind to one another until we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day. And until we meet again, later. Peace out. Don't forget at 2 o'clock, we do have our TGIF auction, sell, and buy it now. Come and see who's going to be part of the show. We have a couple of new people that are coming in to start the auction. So till then, later.